Hey guys, hold on. I just have to check something. So, um, it might be a few minutes before we go over the markets. I just have to move things around. Sorry, I shouldn't have streamed this early, but oh well. Hey, what's going on, Damien? Success. Thanks, man. Happy New Year. Yep, exactly. This is my one futures account. We just got a few positions on. Um, but give me a few. I have to go do something real quick. Sorry, guys. I'll be here, but I'll just be um, working on something real quick, guys. All right. Again, sorry guys. I just gotta figure something out on my PC real quick. Uh,
The future of
All right, guys. Sorry about that. Was trying to figure out something on my computer, so I had to just have something looked at. So, sorry for the delay. Anyways, I'm back at it. So, let's go over the markets, and then I guess we can look at some things. First day back, not much going on. The account before was my futures account. That's one that I just trade mostly futures in, and some cash settled products like the VIX and SPX. Um, but right now we can just start again. First day back. This is a chart of the dollar. As you can see, the dollar was weak last week, and then all that was reversed, and now it's testing these highs. It's off those highs, but the dollar is looking bullish to start 2017. So we'll see if that continues um, here going forward. The markets are up big. Well, they're coming back down now, but I don't know if it was just short squeeze or what. But it's still things aren't back to normal yet. I mean, there's still not a lot of players. A lot of the big money is still not back playing, so to speak. So we do have some thinner markets still, from what I can tell. So it's still, I mean, it's better than last week and the week before, but it still may not be till next week until we get the big volume back in the markets and the movement and stuff. I mean, we are getting some movement in some asset classes and currencies, but there's still relatively low volume trading. So yeah, hold on, guys. Let me just go look at this. There we go. No problem, trader Shanny. Uh, what's going on? Okay, cool. Thanks, Joey J. All right, and I haven't looked up, so if anybody said anything, sorry. Oh, let me see. Damien Success. Yep, time to get back at it. All right, guys. So yeah, so I'll look at the majors, and then we'll go over the other markets you guys want to look at. So as you can see, the dollar is, testing highs. This is all daily chart, 1 year daily chart. Um, so we'll see how that's going to, play out. The Aussie dollar is looking pretty bullish um, today. Is that going to last? I don't know. Um, it has support right here, the Aussie dollar. It's bouncing off of it. But how long is that going to last? We'll have to see. I'm short this still, small, but I just want to see what happens with this. What the hell is going on here? All right, so yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, so the Aussie may try to get up in this area. It has resistance right here, so it may possibly try to get up there and test those before it rolls over. Um, we'll just have to see. Oh, it's a new year, duh. All right, there we go. All right, so yeah, again, this is if you're long here, great buy. I'm like I said, currently short Aussie US dollar. I'm bullish the dollar right now. We'll see the dollar is at highs like I showed you before. We'll see if it wants to keep remaining bullish or if something's going to come out, some news is going to change that. But overall, I still think the U.S. dollar is going to be king currency in 2017 so far. The euro, obviously, sold up, selling off. You saw my P&L earlier from this. I made quite a bit. I'm up quite a bit of pips or dollars, whatever you want to call it today, on the on euro shorts. Those, like I've been saying, I think the euro is going to go to parity. And may want to get down to, well, basically, let me see if we can get to a 20-year monthly chart. So here's a monthly chart of the euro. Um, Look, there was a low here, low here. It tried to hold that, it broke, and now we're down here. So, it has all this room to run. I personally, like I've been saying, I think the euro is going to get to a dollar. It may get lower, we'll see, but it has support right here. So I believe this is definitely going another 300 pips or 400 pips down to a dollar. We may go up, we may go sideways, but ultimately I think this is heading down, heading down. So Euro US dollar, I'm bearish on. As you can see, we have a high, high, high. All these highs are lower. High, lower high. Try to make a high, lower high. This was that bullshit squeeze that happened last week. I sold some up here, which is great because it came back. But yeah, so I mean the euro's been very crazy. Went from $1.650 to all the way down. We're down here. We tested $1.370. So 300 or so pip moves in the euro is pretty good for a few days. The pound, as you can see, I mean, if you use this line right here as support, it was holding it. It tried to hold it here, and then it broke through retest, and now it's still down here. So is this going to hold that support, or is this going to want to break down too? If the dollar stays strong, then the pound should continue to sell off. Obviously, we'll just see what happens. But from a technical standpoint, this looks weak. From a fundamental standpoint, again, the dollar is strong, so maybe it'll keep staying strong. The Kiwi dollar, this is basically at a trend line, which acted as support back here quite a few times, and it's been acting as support all through here. So is this going to bounce up and head higher, or is this going to be where it breaks down and continues to head lower? Again, if the dollar stays strong, against all these currencies, they should all be becoming weak. The Kiwi, the pound, the euro, the Aussie. As you can see, this looks like it rallied up, tried to retest, and then got sold. Tried to rally up again and got sold right here with this big tail. But it does have this support, so maybe it's a fight between the bulls and the bears. But ultimately, if the dollar stays strong, this should keep coming down as well. The loonie, this may be a great buy. I'm long this in the free signal account. I'm long this. Again, if anybody wants to follow my trades in the free signal account, it's a free account. It's real trades. They all go through that Telegram room. They get pushed out. It's just a channel with me sending out trades and basically, my analysis on the trades. So no one else speaks in it. It's, push notifications that come to your phone. So if you are interested in signing up for but if you are interested in following the trades I'm making in that account, minute by minute, you can email me and I can send you the link. So I'll put my email in the chat and I'll put my email on the YouTube. Again, it's real thin today, so it's not much going on. First day back for most traders, but still not all traders, like I said, are back in business. The volume is still light on the futures. So yeah. So this I'm bullish. A great buy would be to buy around here, hide your stop down here or down here. Have a target up here, depending on your style. Put an alert right here. But yeah, ultimately I think There we go. Ultimately, I think this is going to head higher. If oil sells off, this should definitely head higher. We'll just see what happens. Again, oil's at a key spot, so it's just about being patient, just to waiting for the move to occur, and then once it occurs, jumping on is my focus. So that was the loonie, the Swissy. The Swiss looks strong as well. Of course, since the dollar is strong, this is going to be strong against the currencies. This currency, as you can see, isn't as volatile. I mean, it had this little action um, that we had back when there was thin markets. Um, but ultimately, this is making lower highs. But if the dollar stays strong fundamentally, then this should keep, trending higher. That's what I see. So yeah, I don't really have any positions on in the Swiss right now. I'm flat. Um, just seeing what it wants to do. But if this looks like it wants to head higher, I'll maybe long it. So we'll just see. I'm flat the Swiss. Dollar yen. I'm short this. Oh, I was short this morning. I took in losses and I reversed long, and now I'm already up 100 pips. I think that was this morning. It might have been last night. I don't remember. But I was short this because this is way overbought. But again, it doesn't matter. Technicals matter, but fundamentals can outweigh technicals if there's a huge shift. And clearly there's been a huge shift. Since all this money's been pumped in and against the dollar into the U.S. dollar and the yen. They're always doing what they're doing. The Japanese. So clearly this pulled back. I was short. I was waiting to get a move back down to here or trending down, but it's not going to happen yet. So I reversed long, and like I said, I'm up 100 pips now since I've done that. But I am taking some heat on loony yen, so that's a bitch right there for me. I'm dealing with. But this is kind of helping me negate those loony yen shorts by being long this dollar yen. So we'll see what happens. Um, the free signal account is not doing too bad, but yeah, it does have some loony yen longs that I'm not really happy about, which I may manage out of those. We'll see. Yeah, give me a second, guys. 5,000. Okay, that helped me reduce some risk back down. All right, so sorry about that. Yeah, we'll see, Tucson. We'll see. Yeah, being short the dollar may not be a smart thing to do, for sure. So yeah, the yen, as you can see, is this going to be a double top? But I don't know. This is coming up with some authority. This is a big bull. This is a big bull. Shoot. This is a big bullish candle. It's this is the resistance right here. It's testing that. There's probably some stops above here, or up in this area. So if this rallies up, this could run some stops and just keep heading higher. Again, if the dollar stays strong, which here's the dollar, it's looking pretty bullish from this price action. It pulled back. They said nope. Old support, old resistance right here became new support right here, and now it's just off to the races. So we'll see if that plays out. So that was the dollar yen. So we basically covered all the majors. Let me look at the peso. The peso has just been going sideways. Um, you could have been selling these highs, buying these bottoms. Again, it's not as easy as it looks after the fact. I hate the guys who do charts and they go, oh, well, you could have bought here, sold here. and then took profits here, sold here, and then bought again here, and then took profits here. But yeah, those people that do that, obviously, anything's easy to do after the fact. I hate those people who do technical analysis like that. That doesn't help anything or help anyone. It's just, I guess, a good way for those people to sell themselves to people to give them their money for their mentorship or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, so the peso, I'm basically flat on, but we'll see if the dollar stays strong. This should trend higher, but the peso's holding up against the dollar. Um, as you can see, the dollar's had some strength, but it's it's been the peso's been holding up. All right, so righty. So let me go see. So I know you guys. So if anybody wants to look at any other pairs, and then I can go over some stuff, let me know. I know on YouTube somebody wanted pound yen. Hold on, I'll go over that. So pound yen, I mean, is rallying up, but it might be setting up for a nice short. I don't know. We have to see. Um, I'm gonna move this here to see. So pound yen, like I said, maybe this is the bullish strength that it's going to keep going up with, or is this going to be this is it? It's going to roll over. I don't know. I'm currently short this small in the signal account, the free signal account. So we'll see what we get. I'm bearish pound yen at the moment. So that was pound yen. Aussie yen is a bitch. Um, Hold on. Aussie dollar JPY. I'm bearish this now. I did take some losses on this, but ultimately, everything right now is strong against the yen because the yen is just sucking as well. So Aussie yen, pound yen, dollar yen, Kiwi yen, pretty much any yen crosses, loonie yen are all super bullish. So I'm short some yen crosses and I'm long some yen crosses just based on the price action and basically to hedge out some of my risk, so to speak. Um, but yeah, my biggest loser on right now is I'm holding some loonie yen shorts that are against me 100 pips. But I just did reduce some of that risk off. Took a small loser. Uh, Again, small losers are the name of the game. Who cares? Move on. Don't let it bother you. What you don't want is big losers. And what you want to be doing is trading a size relative to your account size. So one or two, five or six losers isn't going to break the bank, so to speak. All right, so here we go. So Aussie yen, yeah, Aussie yen may be a great short. If you bought Aussie yen here off this hammer, that was a great buy. But is it going to test these highs, or is this just rallying halfway back from profit taking before it rolls over? That's the question. We'll see what we get. To me, being how I trade, I would definitely short this right here. I would short this, hide my stop somewhere up here, and have a target down at this yellow arrow or down here at 82s. Uh, but I'm going to look at charts later. I haven't really looked at much, guys, in the past 2 weeks. It's just been so, you know, not really moving. Okay, so we looked at that. We looked at that. We looked at that. And again, sorry for the beginning of the silence. I just had to get my computer worked out. All right. So does anybody look at anything else? Does anybody want to look at anything? I'm up almost $900 today in my one futures account. Up about $30 in the free signal account. Um, so things are looking decent to start 2017. I'm gonna. All right. All right. All right. Aussie CAD. So I'm just gonna do some analysis right now myself, guys. Um, Feel free to observe. All right. So I just shorted some Aussie CAD basically at market right through here. I shorted some, and I have a target down in this area. So about 200 or 250 pip target on Aussie CAD. I just shorted some. Um, Small. CADJPY. Again, this came out swinging. It hit this trend line, bounced off, and now it's back up. Is it testing this trend line? Is it going to rally, or is it going to test this high right here and then come back down? That's the question. That's what I'm waiting to see. So again, I did take a lot of losers. Um, Not a lot of losers, but I took Aussie yen. Aussie yen, I took $40 in losers today. Dollar yen longs, I took $22. So what, 60 bucks? And then last night, pound yen shorts, I took 30. So I lost about 90 bucks in the past 24 hours. So silly trades. All of them were yen crosses. All of them were going somewhat the same way. So I was too weighted. I was too you know long the yen, I guess you could say. I was long the yen against the Aussie. I was long the yen against the dollar. And I was long the yen against the pound. Again, the yen pairs are all way overbought. They're way overextended, but I guess it's going to keep going. So um, sometimes you have to take 2 or 3 shots before you get your move. That's why it's good to have small trades. So your 2 or 3 shots can be small losers, and then your fourth or third shot finally works out, and then you let it run, and then that one trade makes up for those 2, 3, or 4 losers you took earlier. But the only way that works is if you let your winners run once you're in a trade. So if you're going to take 3 shots at a trade, that's fine. Uh, but the one that you do take and it goes your way, try not to take a small profit, or don't take a small profit. There's no trying. Just commit to it. Which again, it's hard, but once you get that past that, you'll know when you're there. It's a nice moment, nice aha moment, so to speak. All right. What's up, Marquise on YouTube? All right. So, um, yeah, my futures account is the P&L open is $1,000, and P&L day I'm up almost 860. Most of that is euro. I'm up today $1,000 on the euro alone, as you could see right here in this account, right here. Uh, I'm basically just, and I'm not gonna let. And the euro made a new low, as you could see. So things that make new lows usually are going to just rally up. They're going to maybe dance around and then make new lows. Um, Again, the euro is way oversold, but again, if the dollar stays strong, then this is going to keep happening. So um, here's one of the futures I trade. Um, Here's the Aussie I'm trading. As you can see, I'm down 82 bucks currently. Um, and here's the pound. As you can see, I'm up 315 bucks today. So between the pound and the euro, I'm up about $1,300 today, which is good. Again, I don't read into the profits too much. It doesn't matter. Your job should be focused on the risk that you have on each trade, which should be in my opinion, 5% or less. I try to do 1% because I trade more than most. And then your profits don't really matter. Again, it's about pips. Uh, again, somebody can make 100 pips and make $1,000. Somebody can make 100 pips and only make 100 bucks. One isn't better than the other. It's just one, has a smaller account more than likely. So there's a lot of variables that go into play. Again, most of you may know that. I don't know how many of you are new, how many of you are veterans, et cetera, on these in the Forex Signals room or on YouTube. So oil is looking pretty bullish. It's respecting this trend line as you can see all the way up. And it is somewhat breaking out on the 4-hour. You saw a breakout up here. But is that going to be short-lived? I don't know. We'll see. I think we'll find out Wednesday, I guess. I mean, oil on a weekly chart broke out, so it's got nothing up ahead, so it may want to test these 62s. Based on this price action, we have low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher lows all the way up, respecting this trend line. Usually if the dollar is strong, which it is, oil is usually weak. They're usually oppositely correlated, but again, just been things haven't really lined up, so to speak. That's why you can't really think correlations. Uh, you can't really read into them. You can factor them in, but they're just rules of thumb because things constantly change in the market. So oil definitely looking bullish. We can look at gold. Gold was looking bullish, and then it sold off. Now it's putting in a doji, but ultimately, gold may rally up more, but I think it's going to keep trending down if the dollar stays strong. That's just my opinion, but we'll see. So if I had to pick a side on gold, it'd be bearish. So we went over the gold, the dollar. We pretty much went over everything. I'm gonna just go keep looking at put it on trades, guys. Ow, my eye. And comment, subscribe, give me feedback, etc. On YouTube. Like I said, there will be a lot more streams and videos being pushed out on YouTube come 2017. This is the first stream of 2017, so getting back into the mix, so to speak. All right, so we have that. But yeah, let me go look at the euro. I just got to go through some stuff. If anybody else wants to look at any markets, throw it in the chat. right, so we got that and that. Maybe Kingfisher. Fundamentals don't always win though. All right. I'm just setting alerts, guys. Again, it has been a while since I looked at the charts, but I wanted to get a stream out. All right. So yeah, whoops. So right now the free signal account, basically, let me just show you this and then I'm gonna head out, I guess. And again, this is a real account. Um, Here we go. So this is the current account. So here's the losses I was telling you I took. Right here, Aussie yen shorts took losses on. Dollar yen shorts took losses on. Pound yen shorts took losses on. And here's a little bit of winners. Again, I'm just reducing some risk on these pairs. Again, this is not how you make it in trading by taking a $30 loser and $8 and $7 winners. You do not want to do that. Again, you basically want a 1-to-1 or 1-to-2, 1-to-3, or 1-to-4, et cetera, et cetera. So again, in order for you to take big losses like this and have small wins like this, you need to have like a 90% or a pretty good high win rate in order for that to work. So like I said, my win rate's about 55, 56, 60% on average across all my accounts. This one I think is about 55 at the moment, this free one. So again, that's why my focus is to let the winners be big. So again, right now I have an eye on this. I did reduce some risk. I'm not happy about this. Everything else I can afford to wait it out. And let me just go look at these Euro US dollars to see. Okay, so I just moved that in. How many units is this? All right, cool. So I'm just going to leave those on. And then the Euro pound. So this is basically just doing some small risk reduction on the trades. So I'm up 90 pips on this. I move my stop to a small winner and let it work to its target. Again, if it takes me up, oh well, I still don't take a loser. The secret in trading is to keep your losers small, or to lose as little as possible when you lose in regards to a dollar amount or currency amount. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Does anybody want to look at anything before I head out? Sky Sports. Thanks, man. You can see my positions, bro. Sky Sports, these are the positions. I have like 6 accounts, but this is the free account. Um, if you want to follow the trades in that account, go here. Christian, yep, it's Thinkorswim. I use Thinkorswim, MT4, Oanda, FX Choice are basically my brokers I use. TD Ameritrade, which is Thinkorswim. Um, but my positions are all right there, as you can see. Um, and you guys saw my futures positions earlier. That's my bigger account. This other account is only $3,000 in this bad boy. Um, my main account is my futures account, so that's where all my capital basically is. That's where I make most of my money to pay my bills, so to speak. All right, so it looks like it's quiet in the FX room, which is great. And YouTube, it's quiet as well. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna call it a day. It is Tuesday. It's basically January 3rd. I'll be back January 5th to stream around this time or a little bit before. Again, 9:30 or so, 9 o'clock or so, New York time, Eastern time. Basically, the NYSE Open. So when the US session opens is pretty much when I'll be around streaming. So around 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, New York time. So stay tuned, comment, subscribe, email me, give me your feedback, you know, join in the chat so we can bounce ideas off each other, et cetera, et cetera. So good luck. No hero crap. The year's just starting. Volume's still light. And remember to cut your losses quick. Again, that's the recurring theme I'm trying to drill home in my own head is cut your losses quick. Drop your ego. Just think you have a bias, put your trade on, and if it's not going your way, don't sit there and try to justify it. Just close it and get back in. Let the probabilities and the math play out. And never don't add to a loser unless your size is accordingly. If you're risking a third of a percent, you can add to losers because you're not going to get annihilated. But if you're risking 1% and then 1% or greater than 1% and then greater than 1%, you're eventually just going to blow your account. We've seen it all the time. We've seen it on forexsignals.com happen to a few different guys. All those people that blew their accounts, what did they do? They added to losers and they let losers get too big. You saw it with me with my other FX account with Brexit. That was basically too big. I didn't cut my losers, or I just didn't respect risk. And Brexit happened, and I got screwed, so to speak. So again, it seems so simple, but it's hard to implement because human nature tells us to do the opposite. But again, if a trade isn't going your way in a certain amount of time, or if it's not going your way and you're down a certain amount of pips, just close it, get back in. You'll be able to see things clearly. If you want to short again and you're short, you can get back in at a better short price. Or if you're flat, you can say, why was I short? The market is clearly going up. Let me go, and you can reverse long. But you can't do that when you're holding a trade. It clutters your judgment. So once you flatten, you can look at the same chart and see things you didn't see before because you don't have a bias. I hope that makes sense. But anyways, all right, guys, happy trading. Good luck, manage risk, make some pips. Happy 2017. Let's make some profits and big pips in 2017. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good rest of your what is it, Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'll see you guys later.